It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. All eyes are on Mike Evans, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Buccaneers and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran, who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. On the draw, this is Fournette. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll get this to about the 38. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Sticking with Walker on second down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. On 1st and 10, Smith. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. He's got him in, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up, and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And some room to run now. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Brady. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now Smith, and a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And quickly they get to the line. Now 1st down throw. It's Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Smith now to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section. They have a lot better.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Brady now on first down. Underneath, he's got Brady. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Brady. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now Brady, gotta have this one. This is caught by Evans. He's got the first down and more than that. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Mike Evans, 62 yards. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Oh, this is blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now Gino on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gino now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith throwing again. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Smith. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Play action. It's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. On the move past the 40. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Brady. His throw incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Second and 11 now. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Finding room at midfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. After review of the play, rule on the field is reversed. So the officials and the folks in New York got to second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. One final try now for Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. There he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.